Hello, Gin Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. I guess I could consider yesterday a day off. A day off from what seems to be my regular assignment now of reporting on Joe Biden's dementia. Maybe I should rename this channel the Joe Biden Dementia Update channel, because he did something again yesterday, which would be Monday. I'm recording this on Tuesday. You're seeing this on Wednesday. You may already know about this. I'm pretty sure you do, but I have to be diligent and report it. And I would be curious if anybody wants to put a comment in the comment section whether this was covered in the mainstream media, especially the three major networks, CBS, ABC, NBC. The occasion was Joe Biden announced the appointment of two female generals. So, of course, he had to announce that. He doesn't announce. I don't recall him announcing a male general. Maybe one, if it was a black general. We're in the age of identity politics and intersectionality. So if you're a white male like me, any achievement is not newsworthy. But if you're a minority or a woman, it gets not just reported, but you have a special ceremony just to announce, in this case, that two female generals had been promoted or appointed or to I don't remember the precise positions. It doesn't really matter right now. Joe Biden had another dementia moment. That's the thing that I'm curious about, whether the news report just showed or talked about the appointment of these two female generals and showed the event, but did not include Joe Biden speaking about the appointment, or at least a certain point of the appointment where he just went off the rails. And he was reading from a teleprompter, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. It's really nothing to joke about, and I have to wonder. I finally saw, I keep the Fox Business channel on during the day while I'm working, and finally, because I had written to them, because they talk about the president's decision about this or that, or a political angle of this or that, but they go around his dementia. And that, well, it's not really relevant very often or all the time of what Biden says about anything, because he's deteriorating mentally. So you wouldn't talk, or you can't really talk about a Joe Biden decision the way you would about any other president, any previous president. And you really do have to wonder who is actually running the country. One theory is Kamala Harris. Another theory now is Susan Rice. Well, he was always Joe Biden, more liberal than he's made out to be. He's not this moderate, common sense person who brings sides together. That's not Joe Biden. If you've ever, especially when he was chairman of the Judiciary Committee, vetting Republican nominees to the Supreme Court, he is as vicious and partisan as they come. But he's outdoing himself as far as liberalism. He's just the joke, I guess, handing them out like after dinner mints, these executive orders, and they get more radical, more radical, more radical as we go along. And I have to wonder whether he is actually making these decisions. I just have to wonder. We are in serious trouble here as it's going along and along, and I wonder how much longer the media can continue to bury this. I mean, the mainstream media, as I was saying, or was about to say, maybe before I got sidetracked, that today on a show, a morning show, the Stuart Varney, it's called Varney and Company, Stuart Varney, he's a commentator, and he talked extensively about Joe Biden's dementia because of this video that I am about to show you, because I've been showing you these videos. They've been occurring, I think this is the fourth one, in less than a week. So not only are these mental lapses becoming more serious, they're becoming more frequent. In a way, it's kind of funny, but it's not really, that I've been doing one of these almost every day, because that's how often he's been having a problem. If he does a press conference, he has to do a State of the Union address. Will he do it? And I had read before that if he makes the simplest statement, even reading a teleprompter, he has to practice and practice and practice to be able to say it fluidly. And you'll see in this video that this time he couldn't do it. Reading a teleprompter, who knows what's going to happen going forward, especially when you also take into account that a lot of these people in the mainstream media, they are so liberal, they really would prefer to have Kamala Harris as president. I think the only reason, they just don't want to give any satisfaction to Donald Trump. I think that's part of it, to vindicate him, because if you'll think back, you may remember that the media were questioning Trump's mental faculty, mental ability when he took office. He had to quell the criticism he had, or the accusations, the allegations. He had to take he volunteered to take the Montreal Cognitive Assessment test. He got 100 on it. Joe Biden has not taken that test. He was asked whether he would during the campaign, and he joked about it. He called the questioner, who was black, by the way, a reporter, a talking head, called him a junkie, or asked him if he was a junkie, which is another sign of Alzheimer's, by the way, sudden bursts of anger. We've seen that from Joe Biden. So I'm just going to show you the video now. Let you watch for yourself and draw your own conclusions, and I'll be back for a final goodbye.
So I want to thank you both, and I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary for all he's done to try to implement what we've just talked about, and for recommending these two women for promotion. Thank you all. May God bless you all, and may God protect our troops.
What you saw just makes me worry about what we're going to see tomorrow. And ironically, what makes me worry even more is that he will do a press conference or a State of the Union, especially a State of the Union, where he will walk into the House chamber and get enormous applause, and after who knows how many hours and days, maybe weeks of rehearsal, flawlessly read a State of the Union speech, which I suspect will be a little bit shorter than other presidents' State of the Union addresses have been. And then the press will just gush about it and say that there's nothing to worry about. But as you saw in that video, and as I think you will see going forward, whenever Biden is caught in an impromptu moment for which he cannot prepare ahead of time, and even as we just saw when he is prepared and reads a teleprompter, he couldn't do it. Again, we have to worry. We have to worry, and it's just very unfortunate that we are in this position, and we can thank our friends in the liberal media for this, because if they had been reporting honestly and fairly about Donald Trump since he became president, just to name one example, if the Hunter Biden laptop scandal had been reported when it was known, or put it another way, if the FBI had made it known that they had Hunter Biden's laptop. This was during the impeachment. If this would have surfaced during the impeachment, the first impeachment, Trump would not have been impeached, or the whole thing would have been dismissed. But the media deliberately hid news. Well, you remember that the New York Post had their Twitter account shut down for 2 weeks for reporting this story, which was perfectly true. I could give you countless examples. I could be here an hour giving you examples of how the media promulgated fake news. Well, the Russian collusion hoax, They promulgated that for 3 years. Attention, attention, attention. We interrupt, or I interrupt, I'm the only one here, so I interrupt this Biden dementia update with a late breaking Biden dementia development. This happened just now. I thought I was done with the vlog for today. I had shut off the camera. I was transferring the file to my computer. I happened to look at the internet, which turned out to be a mistake because I saw the video that I'm about to show you. So let me set it up first with this tweet, the tweet that had the video in it. Wow, President Biden's staffers do not want him answering questions from the press. Here they are very aggressively shutting reporters down. Guess they don't want him forgetting the talking points and accidentally calling on reporters who will ask a tough question. The occasion is a photo op that Biden was doing, a tour through a small business, it looks like a hardware store in Washington, D.C. Well, even before you get to the end of the video, it's only about 46 seconds, I think, but, well, that would be exactly 46 seconds, but you can see him wandering around. It doesn't look like he really knows where he is. You can see how old and frail he is. I'll take back the old part because Trump is old, but he's vigorous, and so Chuck Grassley, senator from Iowa, he is very, spry, and he's in his 80s. So I take it back about age because I'm getting old too. But you can see that he's frail. His mind is going. That's what I think from the example that I already showed you. But you can see here in this video, you'll see in a second, near the end of his walk through, reporters start calling out questions to him, and they are tough questions. They are questions about the crisis on the border that Biden and his people, his handlers, his wardens, his keepers, they just deny. They deny that it's a crisis. The reporters start calling out these questions, and you can hear the wardens, handlers, keepers, whatever you want to call them, shutting down the press. Here is the video. Watch it and reach your own conclusion.
And then if I could just...
Let's go, you guys. Come on, press. We're gonna move out. Let's go, press. Guys, let's go. Come on, press. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Crisis at the border, sir. Let's go, you guys. Come on. Come on, let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
I'm not going to comment anymore on that video. I just wanted to show it to you. It just came through, or I just saw it a few moments ago. And now back to my regularly scheduled Biden dementia update. This is the result. This is what we are ending up with. This is an example of how irresponsible our media is. They buried this, and now he is president, and God help us, God bless America, God help America. And I guess I'll just leave it there. If you could give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you like this video, and share it with anybody you think would also like the video. You can put comments in the comment section below the video. You could ask questions, suggest future topics. You could visit my music channel where I put my original music, and my new cooking channel where I let you just follow along with me as I try recipes for the first time. I think you might find that amusing. And then, did I say subscribe? You could subscribe. I love getting subscribers. But most of all, I appreciate the time that you spend with me. I would love for you to spend more time with me. So I hope I'll see you all back again. And until I do see you all back again, bye.